Did you guys see the video with the Indian nationals who land at Norman International Airport? Like when I see it, I swear it was a prank. I see it pan somebody post a snippet of TVJ News and I swear it was one of them fake reports there where people always do on TikTok. But it's very much real. So apparently they must say a German plane with Indian nationals and one Uzbekistan national landed at Norman International Airport. First and foremost, them say it was an unauthorized aircraft because it shouldn't have been in Jamaican airspace and it shouldn't have been allowed to land. No, me and no immigration person or me no work with air traffic control, but how does an unauthorized aircraft in your airspace, how do you allow it to land? And even if you allow it to land because it's an emergency, how do you allow them to deplane, left the airport and a roam round Kingston as if nothing? Like, did they go through immigration? Something more must come to that story, because me can't fathom say immigration controls are so loose.
So one plane load of Indian people land in Jamaica and nobody know what them they about. Them they are illegally. And guess what? Our government put them up in a 4-star hotel. And when Asian come here, the government pack them up and send them back and deal with them like a criminal. But one plane load of Indian come here, over 200 people on a plane, land in Jamaica illegally, and our government put them up from Friday. Make them a live big life in our country, but him can't sit through with the Haitian, our black brother. But bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful evening. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer there keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, one plane load of Indian people landing at Jamaica here on a charter flight, and them land here illegally, people. When me say illegally, me mean illegally. And our government put them up. But guess what? We can talk about it. But we can run the intro and come back. We so forward. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if it's a new viewers first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Share the content with a friend, a family, a loved one. Share it on your social media platform. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, before we talk about the plane load of people that land here in Jamaica, let us look at Mark Golding giving a speech about his wife, how we meet his wife and all of that. And every time when me hear Mark Golding talk about how we meet his wife, me have to say, yo, trust me, true love come in all different form. You understand what I say? True love come in all different form. And one thing me always love with Mark Golding, whenever he might tell this story about how we meet his wife, him never ever change him story. Him always tell you the same story. So you must know, say, I true this man attack. But whenever the Prime Minister I tell you a story, each and every time when him put that story to you, the story is a total different story. Just like when him say him born in a 1-bedroom house, then 2-bedroom house. It is always some change of story and a bag of Anansi story that you have to always ask yourself, say, is this man even really realize that him a tell lie. Come on, no people. But check out Mark Golin answering some very important questions.
Next question. Tell us about that union.
Wow. All right. We met before I went to university. I took a year off between school and university. I was teaching at Camden, and we met one night. Went on a double date. It's my recollection. She was actually a friend of mine knew her, and she had a friend who was my date, and she was my friend's date. We ended up at Turntable Club on Redness Road, and we were, just having a nice time and thing. And they had a dance competition in there, and we ended up dancing together. And I tried to put it on wicked moves. And we ended up winning the thing, I think. We won it or came second, I can't remember. We won a prize. And we won a dinner for two at Paul's 104 on Harbour Street. And, we went and had that dinner together on another occasion, and, here we are.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
So how many years have you been married?
Holy. Well, we got married, let me get this right.
Yes.
1990, I think, so that is 34 years. Probably, yeah. We were together for 6 years before we got married, so it's a long time. We've been together a long time.
That's excellent. And
Now me have to say big up yourself, Marky G. Big up Mark Golin. You understand? And big up Mark Golin wife. Me just love how the two of them live loving. And you never hear about no passa between the two of them. You understand? That is how a leader should lead. Lead by example. You understand? Remember, you have whole heap of young youth. I look up to Uno as them role model. You cannot live a careless life while in the eyes of these youths, because them pick up really fast and you know when them start follow you. If you do your madness where you are though. But people, stay the thought and that down below in the comment section. Alright? Now people, one plane load of Indian land here in Jamaica Friday gone. And the only thing I see them do is put these people to hotel, 4-star hotel, and say them seize the plane. But what I don't understand, I know a lot of it a go leave on a puzzle as well. Why is it when the Asian them come here, then lock them up and send them back the next day, and them a run for them life? Them a seek asylum, but one plane load of people coming in your country, and you don't know what them come about. You don't know what them come about, but them they here, and you have them a walk up and down. You have them at hotel with tourists. So tell me, Mr. Holness, who are these people? Because as far as I see it, you can't tell me say you don't know these people. Because you must have to know these people why you put them a 4-star hotel. Because if these people should land in the country illegally, then they are criminals. You're supposed to lock them up. Put them somewhere, around detention center or something. Lock them up in a cell. Them landing in your country illegally. So see when like you can lock up here and them, lock them up too. But people, check out this video right here, right now.
Authorized plane in Jamaica Friday. The details from Dwayne Anderson.
Scores of Indian visitors enjoying the sights and sounds of downtown Kingston on a Sunday afternoon. The issue is, they should not be here, nor should they be moving around this freely unsupervised. We understand the Indian nationals were among 218 individuals who arrived in Jamaica via a chartered flight. The flight, a white and blue Airbus A340, is registered in Germany. It has also since been impounded and remains on the tarmac at the Norman Manley International Airport. The aircraft and those aboard did not have the relevant approval, including the passenger manifest, to come to Jamaica. Law enforcement sources told our news center that the chartered airline also did not state it was arriving in Jamaica. Nevertheless, civil aviation officials allowed the aircraft to land. We were further reliably informed that the flight transited through Dubai, and they'd made a stop in the Egyptian capital Cairo, where an Uzbek national was picked up before heading to Jamaica. The Uzbekistan national, based on our checks, is of interest to government officials in the United States. Interestingly, another Uzbek national who also arrived on a previous flight was eventually detained when the authorities started investigating this Indian chartered flight. Now, after this flight with the Indian nationals arrived in Jamaica, there was a lot of discussion among the authorities on how to treat with the situation. It was eventually decided to allow them to deboard and stay at the 4-star Rock Hotel in downtown Kingston under police guard while the situation is worked on. Checks also revealed that the charter had no arrangement to take the passengers back to their destination, which aroused the suspicion of authorities. Which brings us back to these initial images in downtown Kingston on Sunday afternoon, where many of the passengers were seen freely going about their business. Some appeared to be shopping for snacks and treats. We also understand some of them may have also left the hotel entirely. When we pressed our sources on why they were allowed to go to a 4-star hotel, we were told that Jamaica has no detention center at the airport and no space in our remand center for so many people. Our source added that the passengers actually booked to stay at the hotel. They, however, did not pay for the rooms, but the source says that's why officials allowed them to go there. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, in a related development, TVJ News has learned that the German embassy is now involved in the matter, as the crew members are German nationals. The aircraft is also German-owned. The sources told our news center that members of the German crew are upset as they did not plan to stay in Jamaica for an extended period. We were informed that the plan was for the crew to fly the charter with 218 passengers to Jamaica and then depart. The crew contacted the embassy here in Jamaica, Kingston, yesterday, which has intervened.
Now, me tell you, people, Andrew Holness not take on serious, Andrew Holness not take on serious because everything what him do, wanna make him get away with it scotch free. Now, on should have demands questions and answer. Demand some serious answer from these people. Why is it that they took these people to hotel? Why is it? Why them have to stay in a hotel? Who are these people? Why are they here in our country? What them carry down come give we? What kind of sickness them bring down come give the Jamaican people them? What really are going? And to me see it, maybe, if me not wrong, this is not the first time. But them just get catch this time around. So who are these people, Mr. Holness? That is the question I would like you to answer. But let us go over to Angela Brownberg and hear what she had to say.
The People's National Party demands immediate clarity from the government regarding the chartered flight that recently landed in Jamaica in breach of applicable immigration and customs protocols. We are calling on the government to disclose the origin, destination, and apparent purpose of the flight, the identity of the individuals or organizations responsible for chartering the flight, why the flight was allowed to land in Jamaica without proper clearance, why the passengers were allowed to disembark and permitted to enter the island, why standard immigration and customs procedures were not followed in the matter. We also want to know the whereabouts of the 218 persons allegedly on board and what is to be done about their continued presence in Jamaica, as well as what measures are being taken by the JCF to ensure the safety and security of the passengers and the Jamaican public. Jamaicans will recall that during the COVID-19 pandemic, many Jamaicans were denied entry into the country, forced to wait in limbo on cruise ships, and generally subject to strict protocols. And more recently, the Haitians have been repeatedly refused entry into Jamaica and summarily returned to a war-torn Haiti. The difference in treatment of the passengers on this flight is stark and demand answers.
Now, since the arrival of that plane landing illegally in our country, there is a lot of questions that have been asking. And the citizens of Jamaica, they are asking questions and they deserve answers. Which we know, so we're not going to really get no answer from nobody. We get no answer because of government badness, them say. And there is more something in this thing. Why these people land in our country illegally and why they treated like a tourist and not criminal that enter our country illegally. But whenever the Asian them, which is our brother, enter this country, them throw them out back like a dog.
Dear Jamaicans, what the is happening in our country? How is it that a plane, a chartered plane, carrying over 200 Indians and Uzbek nationals was allowed to land here without a flight manifest, and the people them get for the plane and go stay a 4-star hotel? Me not get this. This shows you how we just double standard as a set of people. If these people were Haitians, they wouldn't even get to come off of the plane or the boat, depending. But because these people have long pretty hair and them skin color browner than our own, they get to not only come off of the plane, but check into a 4-star hotel. I would ask, listen, let me tell you something. You see this country here? This country don't even know what them getting themselves into. First and foremost, this is clearly human trafficking. To the point where the German flight crew was basically badding up the government because they were detained from leaving. Like, what the hell? You just landed an illegal plane. An illegal plane. You gone to petition the German embassy for carrying out an illegal act? Unless they didn't even realize it's illegal. Imagine our Haitian brothers and sisters trying to escape a war-torn country, and the minute them land here, the government send them back. There is no 4-star hotel in their treatment. They are just turned back forthwith, processed and turned back, deported immediately. Yet you have a plane full of Asians that come here that you know nothing about, and we give them 4-star, we put them up in 4-star hotel. Do you see the double standard here, people? And me alone see the double standard? You see that government here, boy? Let's just state this clearly. There is no way in hell anybody at the Civil Aviation Authority could make a call to allow these people to actually come off of the plane and go check in on one hotel and be acting like tourists all over the place, taking picture, buying things all over downtown. These people check out, we know if any of them have no diseases. Imagine, during COVID, not even Jamaicans were allowed to come off of them boat. Jamaicans were born and grow here and gone to work and coming back here were not allowed to land, and yet these people, one of whom actually is a US person of interest, was allowed to land. Like, but you know what? Me really not surprised, because Daryl Vaz is the Minister of Transport who Civil Aviation Authority fall under, and Dr. Horace Chang is the Minister of National Security who supposed to send back the people them same time, because Pika fall under FEM ministry, right? The immigration people them fall under FEM ministry, and yet these people, they are here. But you see, with them two brother there, nothing don't surprise me. Not a thing under the sun surprise me. But there's a huge human trafficking ring, a global human trafficking ring. And this is obviously part of it. In 2023, I believe October 2023, a similar chartered flight carrying 300 Indian nationals landed in France, and France turned them back forthwith. But not Patty Shop, Jamaica. Patty Shop, Jamaica frightened for people with pretty hair and brown skin. If that flight had on Haitians or Africans or Jamaicans, those people would not have been allowed to come off of the plane. But because these people have long pretty hair and come from Asia, they get to do what black people can never do. This has got to stop. I hope this government has some serious answers as to how it is handling this serious breach of our national security, because that is exactly what it is. I thank you. Have on yourself a great day.
Now, people, me don't know if Uno take it as serious as I do, But if someone entered, if a plane load of people enter the America illegally, then a trouble, If a plane load of people enter any country at all illegally, a problem. Them not treat them like a tourist. Them not take them off and kill them go put them in a 5-star or a 4-star hotel. Like say, yes, them come through and them pay them hotel. Who are going to pay for them hotel? Our government. Not even our government, like taxpayers, are going to have to pay for the service of those people staying there in hotel, eating food, and all of that, while they are here illegally. But check out some more reaction from the people of Jamaica.
Now that we've had our tea and answered our phone calls, I don't watch news anymore because of the kind of debacle that I just saw in that news report. Did I hear the journalist counting his words? Did I hear any deep questioning as to what may have taken place? Did I hear investigative type reporting? How is it possible that a plane can land in a country, a sovereign nation, with no permission, coming through volatile areas with questionable characters? Solamente in Jamaica, the same country that has practitioners practicing at leisure, doing their own bidding, diagnosing and misdiagnosing and creating things where they do not exist so that they can snap dollars out of thin air and support their Prado habit, their Audi habit, their BMW and Benz habits. I dare say I am flabbergasted, just not to begin to speak to, like, let me drink my tea again. Jamaica, what is this? What's going on? What's going on?
You see, if it was a plane load of Jamaican land in another country, right now there would be so many problems. It would have been trouble. Trouble would have been there. Uno think we Prime Minister respect we? Uno think we Prime Minister love we? This man that is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, which is Andrew Holness, is a mess to this country. This man treat white-collar criminal and those people that are the colors respectfully than how he treat black people. Because guess what? If it was one plane load of Haitian, no mind sharp, it turned them all over. But check out some more reaction.
Did you guys see the video with the Indian nationals well on a Norman International Airport? Like when I see it, I swear it was a prank. I see it pan somebody post a snippet of TVJ News and I swear it was one of them fake reports there where people always do on TikTok, but it's very much real. So apparently they must say a German plane with Indian nationals and one Uzbekistan national landed at Norman International Airport. First and foremost, them say it was an unauthorized aircraft because it shouldn't have been in Jamaican airspace and it shouldn't have been allowed to land. No, me and no immigration person or me no work with air traffic control, but how does an unauthorized aircraft in your airspace, how do you allow it to land? And even if you allow it to land because it's an emergency, how do you allow them to deplane, left the airport and a roam round Kingston as if nothing? Like, did they go through immigration? Something more must come to that story, because me can't fathom say immigration controls are so loose. And the way them word the story, it almost want coming like them imply say it's not the first time. So this coming like say the link with them about at airport, name coming to work today, so the business mash up, because me just not understand. And how are you gonna say that you don't have detention centers, but yet still, whenever our Haitian brothers and sisters land pan Jamaican style, whether by boat or over them come, you round them up in the JUTC and the Juta bus them and carry them wherever you carry them, go process them and send them back. So how is it that you not have them same protocols in place for the Indian nationals them well and 200, and if Jamaica know where I know, them better put a stop to it, because when them let go, you know them not go stop. There has to be more to this story. Like me not understand, so me I go wait for hear official word, because that story flabbergasted me. I just cannot believe say I saw it really go. I can't just believe I saw we careless as a nation. Like, me know we did careless, but me never know so we careless. So you can't tell me say them Indian nationals they not have family members. So because out of all of the countries them in the world, you just eeny miny want say Jamaica.
Now we are going to look on one more concerning resident of Jamaica that are very concerned about the plane that landed in Jamaica illegally without our Prime Minister pressuring those people, but put them up in 4-star hotels and I make them live a good life. But send back our brother from Haiti, send them back, send no space for them in the country. Him don't even put them at a good facility. Him don't even put them at a good facility, like how him put these people that him don't know, some different type of people, Indian people that he don't know, in a hotel.
Hey beauties, good evening to you. Beautiful people. I don't know if like me you were watching the news and you saw something, an anomaly I have to call it, because I'm not able to process it. And I almost forgot that I wanted to speak on it, because I wondered if I'm the only one who noticed, this anomaly. I wondered. Beautiful people, I don't know if you realized that, I don't know if it's one or two planes. They were showing, I saw two planes, but I don't know if it's one or two they came out of. Some non-immigrants from, I think they said India or wherever, some Indians, and they were let out. Like when you open up a zoo, or some animals breaking out of a zoo, they were let out, into the populace. We don't have any clue of who these people are. They could be terrorists, they could be angels, they could be demons, they could be, I'm just calling all sorts of names for you to understand, right? And you saw some of them sitting somewhere I don't know if it's a waterfront, in the downtown Kingston area. And, the message was promulgated that they don't have anywhere at the remand centers to put them because there are too many of them. So they had to be placed in 4-star hotels. I'm laughing, but it's not a good laugh, because I'm here thinking of our Jamaican people, our locals, as you would call us, the islanders, who can't even afford to go to 3-star hotels, more so 4-star hotels. That very nice one downtown. you know, and they were placed there. And then the narrative was placed that the Germans are upset because their intention was to, for these people, whoever they are, we don't have no clue, because they don't look like Germans to me. They look like Indians. So I don't know what correlation between the Germans and the Indians. And you know, they were just to pass through and then go to wherever their destination is. Let me tell you something. You see all of these different things that are happening in our country behind the people's backs, and then suddenly we see people, we hear that the remand centers or wherever it is that to house them, it's not sufficient, so they were staying at 4-star hotels. And then are they still here? We don't even know if there's, who are they? Who are these Indians that we see? Because, you know, the reality is you could not have a surge of non-immigrants going to some of these countries that we're mentioning without they've been properly vetted by the locals in the country in which we are going. We can't just go up and show up in a country like that. Have you noticed us Jamaicans when we're going abroad? It doesn't matter which country, especially you go through the amount of buzzer things, I call it. You scan, you go and come here if you're doing an MRI or a CT scan or an X-ray, you know, in terms of your luggage, in terms of you do go through one, you go through another question, they ask you this, that, and the third. They ask you what's your blood type, what color are your eyes, who is your mother, father, doctor, dog, and rat, and cat, and the cockroach that crawls up in your home. You don't just go and land in people's countries like that and just let out, and then they say, oh, we don't have remand centers to house you, so we're going to put you in 4-star hotels. What they have, the highest one is what, 5-star. 4-star hotels are good, 3 stars not so bad, 4, it's a nice place for people who just basically meandering around our Jamaican shores. Come on, my beautiful Jamaicans, we need to be very vigilant, because this is very unusual. I don't buy into almost like it's just an accident, it's something inadvertent. I don't buy into it. I'm waiting to see what is going to come of these people being here. I would like to know if they're still here. I mean, Jamaica is just the gateway. It's almost like when you have, you know, maybe this is a poor analogy to use or very extreme, like when they talk about the gateway to hell. I mean, it's like a gateway for all and sundry to come into the place without the knowledge of the people, without people understanding, and a narrative is being thrown. That ridiculous narrative sounds stupid. It sounds like when you see the students at high school level reading at the basic school level, ridiculous. What is really going on in this country? What do you mean the people are just coming and the Germans are upset? I see Indians and I hear Germans upset that was supposed to be a pass-through thing. My beautiful Jamaicans, be vigilant. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Watch the signs of the time. See what is going. I don't know what meaning is behind this, but it's a ridiculous narrative that is being placed. You see a surge of Indians come in. You're told that there are not enough remand centers or wherever it is that would house these. It sounds like illegal immigrants. That's how it comes across, you know. And the Germans are upset and what not, because they were hoping for them to just pass through. Pass through for what reason? What would be, you're coming all the way from Cairo, from Egypt, all the way here to land in Jamaica? In Jamaica? What dealings, backdoor dealings are going on? Because it can't be front door. Because they were suddenly thrusted upon us. So what kind of a backdoor dealing is going on? What's going on? Why are they passing here? I was going to use the analogy of the 6:33 in the morning, but I don't want to throw any shade, because the situation is already ugly. What kind of a dealings is going on? I hope people investigate. I hope people check out to see what is going on, because this is crazy. This is madness. We as Jamaican people could not in the least, with our eyes shut or open or semi-shut, go into another man's country like that. And the people are just told any and any old willy-nilly thing. Anything here if here or here scare And then when you look, so the only place let me ask you. So you said the remand centers were filled to capacity. All right, we're not going to expect you to be disrespectful and degrading and put them at back road. Fine. We can expect that. Still maybe better than a remand center in a sense. Prison back road, you know. But at the same time, 4-star hotel downtown. 4-star hotel, 4-star next to 5-star. That nice place there downtown. And the local people can't even afford to go to a 3-star hotel by and large. They have to save go save, come invest, borrow, all kinds of things to get money to stay a few days on the North Coast or at a certain type and class hotel. And we just see these Indians, these non-immigrants. I don't know if they're illegal. I don't know. I have no clue. And what business, and why would the Germans be upset? Why that narrative was pushed to us. Jamaican people, wise up. Wise up. Watch. Pray. Be vigilant. I don't know what is brewing. I don't know what is stirring. But that is a very, very odd thing. And I don't know, I guess it was promulgated because people probably suddenly just saw these Indians like that. You know, and it doesn't seem to be tourists. It doesn't seem to be tourists. I mean, any and every old thing, new thing, in-between thing just happens in this country. The people don't matter. The people of Jamaica don't matter. We just born here and I exist. And if we take anything that happens, there is no it's lawless. There are no boundaries. Anything that happened, but it could not have just come like that. There has to be more to this story. And you stay at 4-star. Listening, what I'm saying, beautiful people, I'm not expecting back road, but at the same time, I'm not expecting 4 or 5-star hotel for people who should have just passed through. And they're saying the Germans are upset over some Indians being here. Oh, and they're coming all the way from our Egypt, Cairo, and passing through, or wherever they come in, they pass through Dubai, pass through Cairo, pass through all places, and land on this little old simple island called Jamaica. So they pass 1 million country, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million countries in the world. Infinity rather, countries in the world to come to Jamaica, in which they should not have stayed the time that they stayed. I don't know if they're still here. And they were somehow, because there's too many of them, they could not have been placed at remand centers. Nobody's saying that they would have to necessarily go to remand centers. But yet the hotel was able to house, the 4-star hotel was able to house them. The passerbys who should not have really stopped over, so to speak, really. Come on, Jamaicans. If our comprehension skills and critical thinking skills were as strong as how our mouth is when we're cursing people off, a lot of the foolishness that you see happening in our country would not have happened. Oh, what a web we weave when we try to deceive. And then we place a narrative. The Germans are upset. Oh, the remand centers are filled and they stay at 5-star hotels. And the little locals, little old us, can barely stay at a 3-star hotel. What a joke. What a joke. But we're watching. We're going to be vigilant to see what is really going to be happening. Guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this.
Now, the way how the government be fierce and full of badness. Him don't even care who I watch. Him no business who I watch, by the way. You understand? But we all are watching and looking and see what is going to be the outcome. But the Jamaican people need to take it to the street and ask Andrew Holness to resign immediately. Because this man have put our life at risk. Him have put the Jamaican people them life at risk. One plain load of people. You don't even know if a sick people them. You don't even know what kind of virus them come here with. But yet still take them, put them at hotel where we brother and we sister they work. Huh? He's a wicked man. And if you step down, man, step aside, Mr. Holness, please. Please. On behalf of the Jamaican people, them, our people, our brother and sister, I am asking you, Mr. Holness, or Mr. Bramwell, or what, Mr. Prime Minister, anything what you want to call it. Please step aside, step down, resign. Give us, the people of Jamaica, a break. We're tired. We're tired. How can you put these people at a 4-star, 5-star hotel? How? What is the motive behind that plane landing in Jamaica? That is what we want to know. But people, stay to thought down below in the comment section. And as usual, remember to leave a like on this video. Give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. Alright?